this video, we're going to fix your procrastination for good. Welcome back everybody to another one of these videos where we talk about self-improvement and life and all things related to improving ourselves physically, mentally, and spiritually. You've probably had a lot of situations in your life where it's evening time, get off school, or maybe you're a young adult and you're trying to start that business idea, you're trying to write that book. You're doing one of these things, you're doing your homework, essay, whatever it is, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna be productive today. You tell yourself while you're at school, you tell yourself middle of the day while you're at work, school, that you're going to get this done. You're gonna be so productive today. You're gonna get this done, you're gonna get that done. Evening time comes and you are tired, mentally tired, and you cannot be bothered to do that thing that you need to do. Now, there's many reasons why this is the case. I'm going to give you a few of these reasons, as well as things that have helped me. So, with that being said, if this video helps you, please consider subscribing and watching some of my other videos. I believe if this video helps you, then the other ones will help you as well. On this channel, we talk about self-improvement, mental health, spiritual health, physical health, all these kind of things, with the goal of improving your life and helping you out. So, the biggest thing that we often do that is a flaw in this situation has to do with our morning routine. There's like a stigma around morning routines, and it's kind of cringy and cliche, but like it is actually like the most important part of your day. The most important part of your day is the first hour or two after you wake up. And coincidentally, that's the hour or two that we spend oftentimes on our phone, scrolling, watching TV, doing something we probably shouldn't be doing something that feels good but isn't actually really that great for us in the long term. It doesn't actually improve our life or help our life or give us any kind of long-term fulfillment. It's just cheap dopamine, pleasure, instant gratification, yada yada yada. The number one thing that we need to understand is a concept called decision fatigue. And so decision fatigue is something that has to do with the amount of decisions you make in your day, causing you to mentally get more tired. And so throughout the day, you make a lot of micro decisions and macro decisions, big and small decisions throughout your day that tire you out, fatigue you, and essentially start turning your brain into mush as the day goes on. And so by the time it's 6, 7 p.m., I mean, yes, maybe you do work better at night, but no matter what, by evening time, it's going to be a lot harder to work and to stay focused. You're going to start getting a lot more ADHD symptoms. You're going to be scrolling a lot more, getting distracted, listening to music. You're just not going to want to do the deep, focused work. The best thing that I've ever done is waking up early and doing something called Eat the Frog, where it's the first thing you do when you wake up. Don't even brush your teeth, don't even drink water. Literally just straight up get up and do this one thing. And that's about an hour or maybe 2 hours. It can depend on how long you want to do it. It could be 30 minutes if you can't dedicate an hour. 30 minutes, whatever it is, of deep focused work that you planned the night before, and essentially tell yourself, okay, tomorrow morning I'm going to write a bit of this essay. That's my goal, is to write this specific essay or do this specific assignment or write this specific part of my book or do this thing. Whatever it is, tailored to your purpose, tailored to your goals in life, tailored to what you are working on at this very moment. Do that thing first thing in the morning. Don't scroll on your phone. Literally do not scroll at all. Do nothing, absolutely nothing before you go and do this. Wake up and immediately get off your butt and do this. Don't go on your phone. You will be the most focused you've probably ever been in your life. Now, of course, if you get terrible sleep and you're all tired and groggy, yeah, it's going to be a little rough, especially in the beginning. But overall, you're going to be so focused on task, and you're going to feel so good when it's 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and you just did so much work. Think about it. Think about how much better of a mood you're going to be by 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. Think about how much of a better mood you're going to be in the rest of the day when you just spent the entire morning working on something purposeful and something that you've been meaning to get done with like deep focus and deep attention and deep like effort. Think about how good the rest of the day is going to feel, and think about how that's going to affect your decision making later on and cause you to actually enjoy your life more in the long run. So kind of funny how the thing we don't want to do, if we just did that thing first thing in the morning, we would actually be happier the rest of the day, and we would actually enjoy our life more the rest of the day. Ironically, we need to set our day off right. That's so important because oftentimes the reason why we procrastinate is because we think that our future self can handle the workload better than we can right now. We think that our future self can focus better, work better, and so we tell ourselves, okay, future me can do it. Ironic part about that is, future you, that future version of you is never gonna come because you have bad habits that are continually setting yourself up for failure, setting yourself up in these same situations that put you in this mindset where, oh, okay, I'm just gonna do it later. I'm gonna do it in the future because I'll be better at that point. I'll work better. I'll get more done. I'll be more mentally capable, more mentally present on the task. But it's so funny because we're not going to be, because we have such bad habits anyway that at the end of the day we're just gonna be miserable. We're gonna be incapable of doing the hard work, and then the only time we end up actually doing it, maybe, is if we get into the last moment and we're like, oh crap, we actually really have to do this right now, otherwise our life is gonna suffer, our grades are gonna suffer, our mental health as a result will suffer. And so at that point there's so much pressure that you actually get it done. But that's not good for your mental health, that's not good for your productivity, it's not good for how you feel about yourself, and so we need to avoid that. So we need to do something called eat the frog, like I mentioned earlier. You need to eat the frog and get up early and with a plan and focus on this one task before you've eaten, before you've drinking, before you've scrolled on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. Literally, before you've done anything, focus on this task, get it over with, get it done, and you can have the rest of the day to yourself. There's a lot of other reasons why it's so hard for you to work and why you just can't get yourself into that mindset and that like capability that you tell yourself that your future self can have, that will have. The reason why you can't get into that mode of like sharpness and like mental ability to actually do these things and do these assignments and do this work is because you are overstimulated. You are addicted to instant gratification. Those two things are the biggest things. So addicted to instant gratification, you're addicted to habits that you would much rather be doing that sound a lot more fun than doing hard work or doing things that are good for you. Now, for example, we know that meditating is good for us. It's very good for us. And we also know that doing homework is not really pleasurable or good, but like it's going to make us feel better because we were productive and we got it done, and we're going to have good grades at the end of the day. So we're going to feel better about it. So we know these things are good for us and will help us long term with our mental health. But we refuse to do them because the short-term things sound more fun to us. Doom scrolling on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube sounds more fun. Watching porn and getting the pleasure from that feels more fun. So we just opt to do those things instead, which is ironic because it's actually making us more addicted to the instant gratification. But if we're addicted to the work, if all we do is the work and the hard things and the things that are delayed gratification and that like are actually hard but fulfilling, like meditation and hard work and discipline and the gym and exercise, these things don't feel good in the moment but long term make us feel better. And if we're addicted to those things in life, then we'll be a lot happier overall. We won't want to doom scroll, we won't want to watch content, we are not going to want to watch porn and touch ourselves and do these bad things, eat junk food. We're not going to want to do these things because they're not going to sound fun to us. These things only sound fun because you are addicted to doing them. But once you stop doing them completely and you replace those bad habits with the good habits, like eating the frog, working healthy, going to the gym, these things, once we get addicted to doing these things, we're not going to want to do the bad things anymore. And so in turn, that makes it so much easier to do the hard work and to eat the frog in the early morning because, well, we're addicted to it. Like, this is our new dopamine. This is our new like way of achieving happiness because we don't have the instant gratification anymore. Actually, we end up preferring it that way. Second thing is we're overstimulated, and so this is an easy one. If you watch TikTok, if you have a TikTok brain rot, you watch shorts and short form content, you have brain rot, a very bad attention span, very subpar attention span, and you're very overstimulated. And this overstimulation you're getting from this is overwhelming your mind and making you actually very anxious and like very like cluttered mentally, which isn't good for your mental health whatsoever. And so we need to stop overstimulating ourselves so much with this content and just slow down more, appreciate life, be in nature, and do things that actually put us in a flow state and put us in the present moment, like sports or social situations or things like that put us like in the moment. We want to be in the moment as much as possible in life, of course, without neglecting the importance of like planning things and like thinking and all that, but we don't want to be so overstimulated all of the time. With that being said, this is a short video. I have to finish up here because I'm losing out on the video footage, but I love you all, and If you want to join a community of like-minded people on self-improvement, then go ahead and click the Discord link in the description below. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video.